You mean you don't use Audacity?
To record, but not to edit. To edit, it's one of the worst programs ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why I got WavePad, but...
I wonder if it's because it's like the free version or something.
Probably.
Or if they just are only about the recording aspect.
Yeah. Well, here we are. It's 2016. Fresh and exciting new year, right?
Yeah, sure. We got all the great, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Mess-ups, bloopers, all the good stuff.
Well, first you gotta...
I don't really know what...
Well, first...
You said you had a script. What are we even doing right now?
What? We're just doing regular intro.
For the blooper episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Put that in a blooper episode.
Okay. Yeah, I will at the very end. Here's us screwing up.
It's not 2016.
You know what? No, folks, because it is a blooper episode, I'm just going to keep it. This is your opening right here. It's not 2016. It's a week before. We're all going to be busy and whatnot, but we're doing this. We'll tell everybody our New Year's fun, exciting stories on the next episode after this. That'll be our 2015 year in review. But this is just a semi-look back at the GeekVerse. And first of all, I am the icon, Travis now.
The icon?
I wasn't sure if I was going to say icon or iconic.
I'm gonna go iconic. Okay. Iconic Dylan Musk, because that sounds better.
There you go. The icon.
We actually don't normally mess up intros. So
no.
That was kind of just like...
Yeah, this is like the first
I didn't really actually know what we were doing.
This is the first ever
kind of
like
off guard there.
intro blooper. It's usually, I'd say, the outros where we had the most problems. Usually the intros are flawless ever since first episode. And yeah, today... Yeah, what we're doing today is our blooper end of the year extravaganza uncensored episode, and
bloopers and funny moments too.
Yeah, exactly. We're taking a look back at some of the earlier casts that before when we were PG or PG-13. So there's some moments in there that have the swearing in there that you may have heard already, and you probably know what the swear words are, but just hearing them is pretty good in some of the stories. It adds a good emphasis. And then, some of the bloopers, you're probably asking, like, what's a blooper in a podcast? Well, it's exactly like that, where we just smudged an opening. Or you'll see in a couple minutes here, that's just like, Jessica asked me about why I shaved my arms. Yes, I shaved my arms, but we go on many tangents during the cast and whatnot, but there's some that we know, maybe these should not be on here. Because
and usually we record for a few minutes before
or
we
after
actually start.
Too. Yeah.
And so there's sometimes just good conversation in there that doesn't really fit into the cast, but fits into something like this.
Yeah, and especially at the beginning, like, of course you imagine, like, we were all a little nervous, we're kicking up this podcast, none of us have really done anything like this before, so the conversations in, like, the first 5 episodes, you'd have, like, our 2-hour podcast, but then, like, 30 minutes before of, like, talking about all this random stuff. That's why in this episode you also hear us have this random conversation about Twilight, which I took out of the first... That was, the first 5 minutes into the recording the first episode. Yeah. I'm like, I cannot keep this in there. People don't know that we don't really like Twilight, but they're going to think we love it. And, like, I'm sorry if you listen to our podcast and you love Twilight, but I imagine most people that listen to our podcast don't love Twilight, so I think they would have tuned in and tuned out right away, so...
That wouldn't have been a good start to the
No, so that's why it's in this episode. So,
all right, what's first on the list?
But it's just the insane stories, things like that. So enjoy, and then we'll be back in a few minutes.
Thanks for listening.
So we're not gonna drop any name.
You gotta like acapella or name. I think that'd be the most badass.
I can't acapella.
I can't either,
but we'd have to do that.
What kind of idea is that if we can't acapella?
Go like just keep going in a circle so I don't get confused or no one gets confused, but we'll just do like the best thing first and then worst, so we don't have like Taylor go like this is my best thing, my worst thing, because then it's like so much of like, oh, it's just Taylor talking, like shut up kid. But then I go that way
We should end it with and that's
that's how you're gonna end any call.
And then no one talks for a while. The window's open, maybe a cricket comes.
They said they could, but I think they're just gonna
do that now. Yeah, do it now.
Yeah, move it away from there.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't trust them.
But no, I know the cast. Colin Farrell and then Ezra Miller. He's really good.
I don't
He's
know
gonna
who
be the
that
new
is.
Flash, so you'll know him. He's gonna be a big time star.
Wait, Flash? What are we talking about right now?
Like Running Flash, the movie.
Okay, I thought we were still talking about Harry Potter. That's why I was like, where does he fit into this?
He is playing Flash, and he's in this new Harry Potter film.
Ah.
It's a prequel, kind of, but it's not going to be a prequel about those characters, even though
Now I'm just picturing, like, the Harry Potter world with Flash, just like...
Yeah. Big crossover.
Every scene he just runs through.
Harry Potter
It has no impact on the story. He just runs through every scene.
Which is so stupid, which I guess I should say for the cast, but I'll bring up later. They, once again, too, they talk about Fantastic Four, and they're like, oh, it's in a parallel universe to X-Men. So it's like, they're like, they don't know, like, it doesn't exist in each other's thing, but we still want to cross them over. Like, you guys don't understand like what Marvel's doing. Like you just don't like.
Yeah.
They're in the same like it just doesn't, and it doesn't even make sense because the X-Men movies are in the '80s, so the Fantastic Four could easily be around because that's like in 2010. So I don't know. It's just as this weekend rolls out, it seems like that movie's just more and more of a mess. So it's kind of sad.
But
It's
we're still gonna go see it though.
Do you paint your toenails?
Brianna did.
Just thought I'd ask.
It's not awesome.
I wasn't sure if it was some kind of green discoloration
it's-
that I should be
it's,
worried
uh,
about.
It's an
That's right.
infection from his tattoo.
I'm trying to get the trend started.
The trend of what?
Letting girlfriends paint your guy.
I don't think you're gonna start that trend. I don't think that was like a trend, but I think many guys still paint their like fingers and toenails.
My uncle lets his daughter do
Really?
it. Yeah.
It's a trend. It'll start.
Yeah, what's the
But-
daughter? It's
yeah.
different.
Are we like everything like anime, comics,
Anything.
music, movies?
Anything except Twilight. No. Even if you want to do that.
Team Bella for the win. She can be with whoever she wants. Empowerment to the women.
Yeah, true.
If you want to, you can. I don't think we'll have much to add to the Twilight subject,
They're
but
writing a new book.
are they actually?
Yeah.
A new trilogy?
I'd probably.
It wasn't. Was it a trilogy?
4
I don't
books.
even know. What is that called?
Wrong.
It's a saga.
Quadrility.
Is it called a saga? When you have 4, or
Quadruples.
is that just more than
They're
3?
doing another one. It's Jacob and then Bella's kid, or.
I thought we just
Wait.
said we weren't going to talk about Twilight.
We are now. Hang on. Now we're talking about it. Hang on. Hang on. So wait, Jake's kid. Jacob. He's the wolf, right?
Yeah.
And then Bella's kid. But didn't he like
Phone's on silent, by the way. We
Did-
don't want any
oh, yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Didn't Jake like imprint on Bella's
Well, my
daughter?
stuff's Zelda related.
Yeah,
so
he
isn't
did.
that kind of perfect? Yeah.
That's why he's like in
Yeah,
love
that's-
with her.
And so.
Do you?
But then
not
isn't that
hate
kind of
when-
incest?
No, okay.
Because it's
It-
Jacob's kid and
no,
then the kid he imprinted on?
No, it's Bella and Edward
Yeah.
had Renesmee, and then Jacob imprinted on Renesmee. But Jacob doesn't age until he stops turning into a werewolf for more than a set period of time.
Okay.
So he stays young while Renesmee ages, and then when she gets to the proper age, he stops turning into a werewolf, and they grow together.
Oh, so you meant Jacob.
I don't even know who Renee
I think you meant like
is,
Jacob
so-
kid. It's their kid. Okay, so it's going to be about those two.
Yeah.
So
Do you know the Twilight series?
I had to see
Saga,
the first
should I
one
say?
and the last one,
You
both
had
because
to?
of women that I was like trying to impress or like
Okay.
impressed. So like I did not go see these on my own. I did not make a choice, but
It's
it
okay
happened.
if you did.
Remember, don't do last week
Okay,
and
let,
don't lean
okay.
in. Let's test it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god.
So
Okay,
here's the
Hold on, I got
highest. Here's the
some, hold
highest.
on.
That's me.
Kirkland test.
Hello?
You have to say more than hello. You
Hello,
piece of
my
shit.
name's Kirkland.
That's pretty good.
Hello, I'm the one and only Dylan Muss.
You're all filthy casuals. Oh, I'm too quiet. Way
You
too
just get
quiet.
closer.
You're a podcast filthy casual is what you are.
Filthy casuals.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty, filthy casual.
I'm in a fight right now.
Looks like there's a fight going on.
Oh man, I feel like this is gonna be a strange episode.
This is good. This one, we're all really close together this time. It's really intense.
Halfway through, there should just be a spot where Taylor just starts raging right in the middle, and then it goes back to normal. Just gets out all his anger.
We'll see. What's gonna help Dylan if you. So what we'll do? We'll just go around. We won't do trash tidbits. We'll just go around.
Why not?
Oh, fine, and then just go around with
But
everyone's
what if I want my own tidbits?
We'll
Why
just-
don't we just bust into conversation? Why does it always have to be about Travis?
No.
You have to come up with your own segment. You
Because
want to have
for a while,
Jessica's
no,
tidbits? No, you
for a
need
while,
something
no one
else.
had news
We're
for those
doing-
first 3, so I'm like, I guess I'll just read off these news and see if people talk.
Well, everything we talk about is like,
We're gonna do JK
News
anime.
in some way.
That's like our thing.
what is the
Yeah.
description of
Yeah,
news?
well, you guys are not really once. You talked about anime, I think, like once in the first episode. Ever since
I
then,
wanted to talk about it one time, and then I think I
You guys were gonna
was
talk about,
I was
like,
gone the
Titan
next
or
episode.
something.
It helps if both of you guys are here because you're both anime people.
Yeah, you can't really. Just...
I've been like watching 3 animes.
But do you
want
want to do that as segment right now, and you guys have no JK or anime to talk about?
I can talk about anime any day.
I could talk about it.
I'll leave that up to you guys.
If you have, yeah,
Because we got Dylan's Donuts.
Dylan's donuts.
That happened last week. Because I was trying to think we had
shout
like...
out to Tim Hortons.
Yeah. We
Give
had...
us donuts.
Because all our topics were huge, so I'm like, you can't really call them tidbits because they're huge. And like, oh, you call them donuts. And I'm like, I wish we had someone with a D name on the podcast. And then like, I'm like, oh, and then I had to bleep it out because I'm like, oh.
Oh fuck!
Oh man, I wish we could swear and start the podcast with that. Oh,
Every week.
no, not every week. Yeah.
I can do stuff too.
Before we get into the cast, how was your first couple days at whatever your
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh.
How's Kevin?
Oh, it's such a joy.
Give
to
him a
work
hug
with.
for me.
I don't know if that's work appropriate.
He gets fired on the spot.
Wait, is Bed Bath & Beyond the one that's like right beside the...
Yisk or Jisk or however the fuck people want to say it.
No, it's
No,
you're right beside
what?
the Asian market, right?
It's not by Jisk or Yisk.
Um,
What are you talking about?
I don't know an Asian market.
What
Facebook
do you
thing.
wear?
I wear jeans and a shirt.
Like
Jeans
what?
and a
but
shirt.
does the shirt cannot have markings on it or anything? Like that?
You can, but they say nothing that's inappropriate.
What if they're like bleeped out?
Like just a piece of
I'm sure that says I'm
Take
not
a
a
marker
fucking
to
people's
them?
person.
100%.
Can I wear that? It has like dollar
Wow.
signs and cool stuff like that.
Yeah, well, as long as it's cool.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. If
Has
you
to
ever
be-
work
has
at
to be
BF
cool.
If you ever work at Bed Bath & Beyond, if you have cool stuff like... It wasn't Boy Meets... Maybe it was The Proud Family.
Proud
Family.
I feel like I hated that show, but I still watched it all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's the same with Recess. I hate it, but
What?
you had to watch it
You
because...
hate Recess?
Not hate it, but
You
just
can't
as one of those
hate
that
Recess.
everyone loves it. I'm like, man, like it was it would never did it for me. Like I never laughed too much. So good job.
Yeah, we're going.
It's like 3 weeks in a row I haven't noticed. I'm getting bad. The first episodes I used to be able to tell when you could turn on, but
That was
You-
Well,
you
Matt,
can
I
tell
only
when
did
no
that-
one gets turned on.
always.
Pretty easy, what can I say?
What's happening with your mic?
It's muted.
Oh, it was muted. Oh, okay.
The classic
How
mix-up.
many burgers did you guys end up having left from your girlfriend's?
I think
Like,
we had about 12, but
Oh,
then
that's
my
not too bad.
sister came over for wrestling the next day, so it was fine because we just had them then. So
I went
Yeah.
home and was like disgustingly full because I ate sushi before
Oh.
I came over. I wasn't gonna
I
say
just-
anything.
like a fool, I just try to drink this with a cap on.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Can I ask a really awkward question?
Yeah.
It's
Or should we wait till the cast
It's to
starts?
Travis. I'm gonna ask Travis.
Is this like really awkward where we should turn the mic off, or just
Uh,
could be awkward?
It could be awkward. It might not be awkward for you.
Okay,
How long have you shaved your armpits for? I feel like I have
Okay.
never noticed
that's
this.
fine.
And I noticed it on your birthday, and I was just like, how long has this been a thing for?
Well, probably ever since hair was growing there.
Wow.
And like
okay.
I haven't.
How have I
I'm-
not noticed that in the
I'm
last...
2 weeks late, but I usually shave my arms too.
Okay.
I just haven't
that
got.
like a
I've literally
sports
had
thing?
no time. It's a I hate hair thing
Okay.
because I don't know why, but
Makes
before.
you more aerodynamic.
But what about like
This
your golden
Less
locks?
drag.
well, with this, that yeah, shows off the muscles good. And I used to shave my legs, but it just takes way too much time.
Oh, yeah,
so
it does.
I just gave up on it.
What
So
about the golden like?
this is just I'm just growing it out until hopefully my hairdresser comes back out of mat leave, and then I can do it. I don't know what to do with my hair. I don't want it this long, but like it's gone this long. I don't just want to like get a shortcut and be done. I want to do something with it. So I'd like to wait till I could shave the sides and then push it back, but I can't push it back all
Dude,
the way.
that's like the best haircut. The shave sides with the slick back top.
But it won't go back all the way yet. Mine's really poofy, so it always comes back. So that's what I'm trying to wait. I have to decide by like October because Halloween's just around the corner, and I wanted to do
do
Zoolander.
gangster. No, man. Like
Yeah,
the
but
slick back hair.
I would do
like,
Joker probably
Yeah,
then
okay, yeah.
because he has the slick back hair. I wouldn't do the tattoos. Screw the tattoos. But
Yeah, I remember last October at Target, or maybe November, you came and you had hair, and then all of a sudden you shaved your head, and I was just like, but it's winter, and I just couldn't understand.
well, that was because I had the worst haircut in the world.
Okay.
Because this is why I'm letting it grow so long. Because my hairdresser was like, "Oh no, it's fine. You could like slick it back." I'm like, "Oh, you sure?" She's like, "Oh yeah, totally." So she shaved the sides and did that, and it looked like I just had a Macklemore cut, but worse. And like, oh, it was awful. So like, I texted all my friends. I'm like, "Look at this," and blah blah blah. And they're like, "That's bad. Like, it's so terrible." And then
You
I
just shaved it off.
I just shaved it. Yeah, I usually do like shaving it in the winter though, because everyone thinks that like, oh, it's so cold. No, like it's so much easier to put a toque or like scarf around. Like you have no hair to mess up. And surprisingly, like you've never been bald. Has anyone else been bald here before? Okay. Freshly bald, so like maybe the first like 2 weeks, like if you keep shaving it, but if the first 2 weeks, if you lay on a pillow, it's the greatest thing ever. It is so warm and so cozy, like just the heat, like oh, it's amazing. And like you've never experienced life till you've had a shower bald. Like when you feel like it's crazy when you're. Oh, I remember it, but yeah,
I
don't know.
can kind of understand because like women don't shave during the winter. So then after you shave and it's like super soft lying in bed, and like you just like kick your legs around, you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't
It's
shave
not
my
my head.
face, so I can just shave it, so it's just super soft. So like, if you wait like 5 days and shave it, it's like, oh my god. So let's get into
Now's
this.
the time for you.
To what?
You're getting to the point where you could like shave it and it'd be like, oh, soft.
I think I'm gonna keep this, but I might shave.
What?
Shave it?
You're gonna shave the
bald?
man bun off?
I don't know. I might.
Man.
Are you gonna go bald, or you're just gonna get cut?
No, I might just shave it all off.
Why?
Just to go for the mix-up.
Have you ever been bald before?
No.
Oh, you should try
I
it.
think that's where I'm at. I'm kinda
I
like, you know what?
don't
I
know.
might as well just to see what happens.
I don't know
I think
if
the
you should
man
keep-
bun facial hair thing, I think it works for you though.
Yeah, if you go bald, I don't know if you should keep that, but you should.
Well, I think I don't know how much more this will grow out because this has
I have
been
the
like
same problem.
This has been a long time.
No
It's
facial
pretty
hair for
lame.
me.
So I think if I grew up more and then shaved, it would be good. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. So
Yeah, I had the
That's
most
the struggle right
pathetic
now.
like facial hair when I tried to. I was Wolverine one year, and it was
Yeah.
terrible.
no,
Like,
it's just this takes forever.
Yeah.
Just for this, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's really unfortunate.
yeah.
I wish I could just like
wait and
expand and create a mountain of hair. You know.
I would request that you wait until the sun goes away, because I did that in midsummer one time, shaved my head, and it looked really bad because I was like all tan. And then
Oh,
that
did
was
you guys
just
hear it?
white.
It snowed at Whistler today.
Yeah, that was also the cup thing as well.
You know, stare at our feet to make sure we don't bump
There we
it.
go.
Sometimes.
Everything's good to go.
I figured I try to, because I think, okay, if that cups didn't happen, what else could have happened? So, 'cause like
I'm
I
gonna
said,
get some water. Did you guys want
I would
top off before we
top
begin?
off.
I'm good for
Thank
now.
you so much,
For just
Dylan.
doing like a half an hour one for
Okay.
now.
Oh my goodness, Michael Fassbender. Look at these photos.
Oh, him in the bathtub. Priceless. Him and Mads, I don't ever want to meet them because I couldn't contain myself. I don't know.
That's the first part.
That was hard.
Where-
He hasn't
I
even
got
got
up to
Pat
here.
That's it.
That's as far as I could get.
Are you giving up?
Well, we
We
gotta
have
start
to.
the cast. You can't talk in the middle of it.
No, we're gonna sit here until he beats it.
I like how you
Actually, can you put that on the charger then?
Yeah.
Taylor, I like how you wear like gaming paraphernalia like every day, but
You can't play games.
no one sees us record this.
You know what?
No.
We're
It's
doing
just
a
for you,
top-
Jessica.
It's for me, okay.
We're doing a top 10 games, so I had to get really into
You had to get all swagged up.
If I swear, if Watch Dogs, don't even tell me if Watch Dogs on your fucking list, we're gonna have a problem.
Alright, guys, mute
I
the
was gonna
phone.
say.
Like we're gonna have a big problem here. Anyways, so today we're doing top 10 of our favorite video games, like individually, not as us deciding. 'cause
That would be impossible.
That we
Yeah,
should
no,
try to do that
no,
one time. No, one time we
no.
should try to like sit together.
I feel
and
like
try for episode 100.
No, that wouldn't be fair though, because he's gonna have nothing on the list. Taylor, I'm pointing to Taylor because he'll be too nice. Oh yeah, we can let Assassin's Creed pass by.
I don't
allow
think he
it.
would. I think that's when you bring his switchblades. And,
Yeah, it
or
would get
whatever.
heated, I think.
Yeah.
I would like to see it. We got to do it someday.
Well, right now, just so everyone knows, on the note of Taylor bringing a switchblade, he is once again wearing his Assassin's Creed hoodie and necklace,
And,
Gears of War toque, and we have a Halo lanyard and a Watchdog shirt. So
and
once again,
what are those shorts? Are they something special?
No.
Buttons on
He
it.
never has no special shorts.
You need to
That's
get some
always a
gaming
letdown,
pants.
man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't see Assassin's
I think I have
Creed
Xbox
shorts.
pants. You want them? I don't know.
Xbox pants?
like pajama pants from Walmart.
I don't know if they're from Walmart, but
I've seen them at Walmart because I considered buying them. Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah. I hope Kirkland knows I'm going to phone him all the time about my
Yeah.
top percentage ratatata. Have you heard about my ratatata? Top percentage. You guys don't get it. Kirkland gets it.
I get it.
There's youngster Joey, Pokemon. After you battle him, you give him his phone number. He calls you like every 10 minutes about his top percentage ratatata.
Oh.
Okay, whatever. Me and Kirkland get it.
I play Pokemon.
why don't you get this?
I don't know.
Yeah, you said the other day that Pokemon
He's
Ruby was like
pretending
one
not
of
to-
your
put him on the
favorites.
I
spot.
can't remember. I don't remember encountering a guy calling me up about his Rattata.
How can you? Oh man.
What did he call you up about it then?
About Rattata.
So you're gonna call us from a strange man about something, but it's not about Pokemon. I'd be concerned.
I wonder, as you guys were saying, like, how they're gonna, like, City Pokemon in the city, if they're gonna have legendary Pokemon in really, like, hard, inconvenient
People are saying
places.
like,
Mount
what's going to be
Everest?
in Area
If you're-
51? What'll be in Area 51?
North Korea.
Yeah,
Or
North
what?
Korea, they'll have
Oh, I thought you were
What?
saying where would like some
What's
of those.
He's
what's
not
gonna
saying
be-
that's in Area 51. He's saying that as an additional joke.
No, like I
think.
thought they were
I
saying.
think.
You
I
guys
don't
were
know.
saying like
What are you
what
saying?
one place in the world would be like
Yeah,
where you get
that's-
the hardest Pokemon. I think
That's
North
what I
Korea
was
because
talking
like
about, but
no
I
one's
was-
gonna
No,
go
the,
there.
the peak of Mount Everest is where you'll get.
I was.
I
Gonna
feel like
ask
I'd rather
Pokemon.
go to Mount Everest, the peak, instead of North Korea
I
right now.
would like to see you try.
I was thinking of places
Sure.
like a police interrogation room or the back of a cop car. You get like a
The back of a cop
See, but
car.
that's
Where you
not
have people
area
trying to get
specific.
arrested.
How does that even work?
Arrest
That's not
me.
area specific. The car drives around.
Yeah.
Well,
Back of a
Charmander is a
cop
Target
car.
exclusive.
Here's a Pokemon Go plug-in in the handcuffs.
You know what?
News?
Did you guys talk about Pokemon Go last time?
No.
What?
We,
Yeah, Kirkland.
I heard about it.
we wanted to leave
Did you
this for
two want to
you.
touch upon? Yeah, we knew.
It's
I didn't
Pokemon
know.
Go. If you haven't heard about Pokemon Go, then go Google it because I'm
everything.
disappointed in you.
Or you can tell them quickly what it is.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's Pokemon Go outside to catch Pokemon. Ha ha ha. Okay, so basically Pokemon Go.
I don't think Nintendo's listening. to this.
Konnichiwa,
they probably watched the
Nintendo
first
desk,
episode and heard us
Pokemon.
bash them 100 times. And they're like, I know.
And then every episode after about what they're doing.
Pretty much. At least once an episode we bash
Isn't
Nintendo.
Nintendo restructuring their reconstructing themselves?
Are you trying to get in the news that you clearly don't know 100% about?
All I heard
Yeah.
is that all I heard is they're still doing directs, so that's good.
They have a new president. I think we'll wait.
Yeah, they do.
I think we'll wait a couple more weeks to talk about that.
Yeah.
For like more stuff to come
More
up. But
info, yeah.
that's cool. We'll see what they do. Apparently, he wants to focus on more of the financial side. That scares me a bit.
Apparently he's never made a game before, so.
Yeah, that scares me a bit too. It sounds like they're doing a real like money move where they want the next console to be successful money wise, which is good. But I just worry because for me, I hated the Wii, and that was a really financial successful console. So that's my concern. But I know we're not going to get like Wii 2.0, but I don't know.
So you're just scared all around then.
Like for Nintendo, yeah, not my life. I'm not like walking around like frightened. Anyways, what I'm not scared of is the top 10 list of video games I've created. Hashtag transition. On that note, you want to start us off with your news, and then we'll go to Dylan's, and then after that, we'll do our top 10 games.
Mine will blow your mind.
Blow my mind.
It'll
It's
blow.
gonna blow your
It
own
does.
mind.
When I read it today, it blew my mind.
That's why I had no nickname. It's mine was Sean.
My mind, yeah, it's unfortunate.
Wow.
Mute that so they don't even hear you type. Come on, you rookie.
You've done 7 of these podcasts, I think.
I know.
8.
He missed
8.
how many? You
Oh,
missed
yeah, you
one
missed
at
one.
least. There, 7. Boom.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, for all you assassins, Syndicate.
What? This is. I'll set it up. Don't
Okay.
worry. I'll set it up, and you can respond.
Hopefully, I remember like the situations. For
You
these
will.
things.
You will. This one's fresh. This one is our newest blooper. I hope you just enjoyed those past bloopers that you just listened to. This one, I have to just set it up because if I just played it with the rest of the bloopers, you wouldn't really understood it. This happened on our actually very latest cast, and you want to set up the story about why did we have to stop for a second in the podcast?
Oh yeah, so we usually record these podcasts at my house, and I guess my sister was leaving, and she wanted to say goodbye, but instead of disturbing the cast and saying bye, she just banged on the window to say goodbye, which has the same effect because it's an audio podcast. So.
But the reason I'm getting you set up is because when I listened back to it, you couldn't hear it at all. So we actually could have kept going. You don't hear knock,
Oh, really?
you don't hear her say anything. But then what happened is this proceed of us talking, and there's kind of like a minute of silence while me, Jessica, and
And
Kirkland are
I
like,
also didn't. It was dark outside, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't actually see who it was. So it was just like this random banging on my window.
and we weren't sure how long he was going to be gone. And this was the part where we were going to get into like our main topic of the show. And like Kirkland and Jessica had no other news to talk about. So we're sitting there like, because you were like, oh, just talk. And we're like, okay, we got this. We talk for like 2 hours every week for a podcast, and we were looking at each other like, we got nothing. So that is this. I just wanted to set up because like you don't hear the knock, so you'll just hear some quietness and just imagine a knocking and whatnot.
Edit
so
some knocking in.
yeah, so enjoy the Vandal, also known as Dylan's sister, in this clip. So
Playing Yellow with Pikachu following behind me, and
Yeah.
it was the best time of my life. So I'm definitely gonna at
Best
least
time of your life.
be getting Yellow for surezies.
There's a Vandal here.
Someone trying to break in to kill Dylan. That happens often.
You guys talk about stuff. That was really weird.
Should we just like pause for a sec?
Dylan might get murdered. So did you have anything to talk about?
No, I've been living under a rock.
Okay. Did you have anything to talk
no.
about quickly?
Oh, we gotta kill time here.
Why don't we just like pause for a second?
You want to just hit the pause there?
Why? What if there's some magical moment that can happen for our like, gig reel?
Okay, when should I know? Okay, hour 12, just so I know.
So basically, for the next part, we're doing PlayStation
Well,
Port.
Really.
depending on how long he talks, like, no, like, I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, if the, what's so bad about that?
It sounded so harsh.
What happened?
I don't know. Apparently, my sister was like, "Oh, I gotta say goodbye." So while they're doing this podcast where it's all about audio, we're just gonna smack on the window like a bunch of goons.
This is definitely going in the bloopers.
It was really weird. I don't have my glasses on either, so I couldn't see who it was.
It's Taylor.
Yeah,
I
honestly thought it was Taylor. I'm like,
Oh shit!
hell?
Everyone, stop the cast! Oh, so we're here. Taylor has no idea how we did
That's
this.
the
That
first
was
person I thought
That
of.
was
I
weird.
thought it was Taylor.
We'll just pause for a second.
Sorry about that. If that was
They won't hear any of this.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut it.
Everyone pause and then you go when you're ready. But for sure 45 to an hour, I think. So
Okay.
why?
I was just laughing at like how we messed up the intro. Or I
Yeah,
messed
well-
up the intro. I didn't even know where we were starting.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed. See, we can't. We're this is an episode about bloopers, and this is twice now. I've messed.
Well, we
he messed
normally
up the
don't like
intro.
cut in and out. We
No,
just, like,
exactly.
go and
Folks,
talk
if
for
you
2
haven't
hours.
figured that out, what we're gonna talk about next is something that I guess I the most found the funny out of the whole group, and that was the originals. And what do you remember from the originals at all?
I don't
John?
remember how it started up, and I don't know. When I was listening back to our cast, it was just
Yeah,
I didn't even understand it. Like at the time, I felt like I understood it, but then listening back, I was like, I don't even know what happened here.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it too much.
I was just
'cause you-
laughing because you were laughing the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it too much because you'll hear it out. So, just pretty much what happens is I'll give you the quick set of that. Jessica describes what you do in the Incredibles game, and she described it in a weird way, and it was just kind of like she described it as them playing. She made it sound like the game was being played, but you weren't playing the Incredibles part. You were playing like all their jobs part, and that's what got me in because I've said this a couple times on the cast, but like.
Right, yeah.
I think this is a good thing and a bad thing about me, which got me in trouble many times in school from laughing out loud. There's one time I literally just burst out laughing. My teacher kicked me out because it was dead silence. It was the most awkward thing ever. I remember this girl I really liked was right beside me. That happened. I had no shot after that. It was gone. But that's the thing. When she started describing, and like I said, I won't spoil it, when she described the situation of what like I thought the game was, I was just picturing you doing this stuff of like, all like you're being Mr. Incredible and doing this crappy job and this and that. So I'm just like picturing it all, and then yeah, once I get laughing and going enough, I'm pretty much hooped and I'm gonna keep going, and then it just kept getting added on. So
And it was contagious, and everyone else started cracking up too.
yeah, exactly.
Good
So here's our pitch or our dream game of the originals, which is the knockoff game of the Incredibles. So enjoy this.
Prequel, I guess. So I didn't know when to play with my girlfriend because she hasn't played the game. So I thought, you know what? Let's get it out of the way because I'm not fond of it. So
Another second that was better than the first. Shrek 2, the video game. You know?
Did you guys ever play the Incredibles video game?
Yes,
I heard that it was amazing.
I own it. Do you want to borrow it?
What is it on?
I have it for original Xbox.
Okay, I can run that on my 360. I'll do that for sure.
I just play Infinity.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible.
But have you played it? The Incredibles video game? Apparently
Dude,
it's
it
really,
is.
really,
It is.
really, really good.
It was like I got it with my Xbox, like my original Xbox. That was like the game that I got with it, and I have invested so many hours into it. It's beautiful.
My dad is holding my Xbox hostage in Vancouver, so I need
You
to
should
like
probably
rappel
get
down
on
and
that.
get that. I'm joking.
Rappel
but-
down?
And I gotta get Metal Gear Solid
Sounds inefficient
style.
to get to Vancouver.
And he has that and my original PlayStation, so I gotta go get them.
Yeah,
at
you
some
should.
point.
You should do that.
Yeah, I got my GameCube before I moved. Thank God.
Can't forget the GameCube.
No, I took that
Hey, well, remind me.
Don't know.
Next time I come over, I'll bring originals.
Sure.
Or not originals, Incredibles.
original.
The originals
I got this
Incredibles.
bad knockoff of the Incredibles.
By the way, I actually own a Chinese version of it.
Elastic Man, Mrs. Incredible.
an
Strong
original,
guy.
an original game, an original franchise.
Yeah. They switch Violet and Dash's powers, so like Dash is like see through and So they just call him like
See-through.
translucent. Translucent, and whatever the last name is, and what would Violet? Does Violet have anything to do with going like invisible?
Well, her shields
Shield,
are like
yeah,
purple, I
her
guess.
shield's violet colored.
So if she's quick. Oh, she should
Well-
just be Dash.
Well, the,
Oh,
the,
Speedy.
purple.
Speedy.
Speed
well, it's
girl.
actually like based on like the roles of the household. Like the man of the house is supposed to be the incredible,
Oh, I
strong.
thought you meant the
and-
game. I'm like, this game
No,
sounds like it sucks.
the mom's supposed to be able to stretch in every direction. The teenage girl wants to be invisible, and the boy has a bunch of energy.
That's the
So-
plot of the originals.
And where's the
That's
child? Where does the baby fit in?
They
Just sporadic.
they
'Cause
let-
it's crazy,
Because it's
so-
got infinite potential. So they don't know what his power is because
That's
the baby
pretty
has
cool.
infinite potential.
I like.
Did you come up with that, or did you read it somewhere?
I read that.
Okay, just wondering.
The
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh, I can
'cause
claim
that's
it.
when I
Let
think
me
of the Incredibles.
pitch my
That's not what I
originals
drew from it as a
game.
series. So that's
We gotta
pretty.
let Travis
Okay, you
pitch
want to
this
talk
here.
about the game? Okay.
The originals is like the incredible version, like all these knockoff characters, but it's them.
You can't drop it.
It's them like
You should make this.
it's in the household. Like they're superheroes, but you like, play with them like at daytime. It's you like washing the dishes, like vacuuming in the
I
house.
feel like we
But
can make
you
it
have
so much
super
better.
strong
So
powers.
original.
So
We
like
We
the-
should make the
You get
teenage
to be
girl the
Mr.
one who's
Incredible,
super-
like
Yeah,
going to do his insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Dash is like you just run triathlons. Like
Violet, you have to avoid being
translucent. Her name's translucent in the originals.
You have to avoid being seen by that guy.
Yeah, what a crappy game.
So who would the bad guy be?
Travis
The
is
guy,
leaving.
the tax man. Oh, Mr. Incredible, you
Hello.
didn't pay your taxes. Going to jail, bitch.
Travis is losing it here in case you didn't notice.
Well,
I just imagine that mini game of like, there's the boy, and she's like, oh, and she's like running away. Oh, there's the boy. Oh,
How about Frozone?
he's just bowling. Or isn't that their thing? They always say they're bowling.
Yeah.
So it's
they're all
yours,
fighting
But what's
crime.
it-
but it's you're just
what's
him
his
like
name?
it's Frozone.
No,
No,
but
in
in
the
the
originals.
Bowl zone.
Bullzone.
Bowl zone.
Also, what?
And like you play the mini games him bowling, and then the other mini game is just you creating a conversation with Mr. like something incredible, whatever his name is. So it's like hit A for like we shouldn't do this, or hit B for like blah blah, like
there has to be a line.
diplomatic.
Honey, where's my bowling ball?
Exactly.
A, to lie to your wife. B, to...
And Syndrome is just, and then it gets really dark when you play Syndrome and you're just killing superheroes. Like that's the funnest part of the game.
No,
Like,
but there's no superheroes
What?
because they're just the original.
well, no, but the other ones he killed. Remember? So these are like all the other ones. So he had no
So
mode.
he's just like a regular, good old fashioned
So he's
serial
just a
killer.
serial
He just
killer.
kills random people.
You might be a superhero. Better kill you just in case.
I thought he was the tax guy, though.
What?
Wasn't he the tax guy, you said?
And by day,
Right, well, that's how
Obviously.
Syndrome happens. That's his job in the midst of this. That's the
Oh.
that's the big twist. That a taxman is Syndrome or whatever.
So depressed from his job. Blow his brains out, so he just goes killing people
He
instead.
convincing himself that they're superheroes.
just
He
in
just stands
case
up
you're a
bowling
superhero,
hours.
I better kill you just to be
Yeah.
sure.
Oh look, that guy can tie his shoes real fast. He must have powers.
How original.
Oh, that guy got a strike.
Exactly, and that's how they cross over. He's going bowling.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. This is off the rails. I don't even know.
Maybe they'll cross over someday. The Incredibles and the originals.
Well, I have my money on the originals. Syndrome or whatever that Syndrome. What would he? Oh, he's the tax man. He sounds a lot more violent than Syndrome. The tax man. He's the tax man. That's Miss Incredible. You're just like bathing Jack Jack. Like these are all just your mini games. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, doing the spoon to Jack Jack's mouth.
Yeah. Don't go too soon. Oh, you blinded your child again. Like,
Again.
well, it's gonna happen more than once or twice. Okay.
Well, I think that's a good note to end on. That was.
I don't know. People are probably, what the hell is going on?
I think I tuned out halfway through.
Well, we gotta
Don't play
leave
with
them
it.
for something to think about now that the
Yeah.
show's ending,
Think
right?
about, pitch us your idea at, what's her Facebook?
We're at www.facebook.com/podcast or just type
/ podcast?
No,
It's not a podcast.
I'm jumping too far there. Just put GeekVerse podcast in the search bar.
Yeah, like a
There
normal
you go.
person. All right, folks, we're here with our last little bit of the bloopers and uncensored extravaganza of the GeekVerse podcast.
Being just a person this time.
Yeah, just a person. That's what I was going to say. One of the best things about this podcast is finding out how unintentionally funny Taylor actually
It
is.
was hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like, I've always known that, but like just the stories that have like come about just randomly too, like it's strange, and like there's stuff I don't think, that's one thing I'm thankful for this, because I don't think we would have ever found out if we ever had this cast. Like,
because he's a pretty quiet person in general, and even on the cast, like if people are really going at it on topic, he'll just sit back. But
yeah,
he has great moments. For
yeah. So in these next few clips, you're gonna hear his Xbox Gamescom rant, which is just him pretty much being the biggest shell for Xbox ever, and just like everything they do was perfect, blah blah blah, everything. Like a couple days ago, I just sent him a link to a page saying that like PlayStation outsold Xbox on Black Friday, and he's like, nope, that's not real. I'm like, these are credible sources, but like, no, he loves his Xbox. He's there day one. And then the other two is a story that I'm not going to spoil about an experience him and his father had at the Dutch. I'm going to leave it at that because I cannot describe it.
That's a reoccurring one too. We talk about that every once in a while.
Yeah,
on the casts.
Yeah, it's such an outlandish story, and then also an adventure that Taylor took at a local McDonald's with some bread and chicken. And these are stories, once again, you listen to these and you're probably like wondering, if you haven't heard them, like, what the hell is this? But only stories that can come from Taylor. So, you have anything to add before we jump into the psyche
Taylor.
of Taylor? Oh yeah, no, we love you too. Taylor provides.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, these are some of the best moments of the show. Are these moments where just randomness comes from Taylor? So, enjoy this, and yeah, Taylor, take it away.
Wow. That's the one
I
note.
wonder if it's gonna be as glitchy.
Probably, yeah. It'd probably be pretty glitchy.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, let's get...
Xbox One.
Your notes are much better than mine, so we'll go through yours instead.
yeah,
Take us through the Da Vinci Code here. And
First,
encrypt this.
I gotta make this is a shout out to all of the Assassin's Creed fans out there. If you're looking for another game to branch out from Assassin's Creed, like just for a change, like the Gamescom demo of Lara Croft, like Tomb Raider, the new game coming out, I highly recommend it. Like, it looks like...
Boo, he's being an Xbox lackey.
No.
Buy the exclusive, boo.
Yeah, this one's exclusive, isn't it?
For a year.
People might have missed this, but if you're Just Cause fan, like Just Cause 3 looks amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it does. I've never played one, and I'm actually wanting to play
it's
it.
great.
Oh man.
And if you get Just Cause 3, it's supposed to come with a free copy of Just Cause 2 for Xbox One, so, you know, dive into that
Are
pre-order.
these just all, like, good things about Xbox so far?
No.
Tomb Raider exclusive. Oh, if you buy this game too, exclusive.
This podcast is already incredibly biased, so we might as well just go along.
I
this
guess,
is-
but he's not even sprinkling it in. He's just take this.
I just- this is
In
all
his
the good
notes it
stuff.
says,
Yeah,
talk about how good this game
make
is.
them pay.
I didn't want to talk about just the one main topic. I'm getting to like my ultimate main topic that I've
Okay.
been waiting
Convince
all,
friends to buy
not even
Xbox.
at
I've been waiting all week to talk about this at the podcast.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, I'm getting there. The next one.
I wanna hear it, Taylor.
Xbox One is
Mustard.
finally getting chat pads for the controllers, which is awesome because
Oh.
That's so no. Just you can get
Oh no!
you get smart glass on your phone and open the keyboard. You can use your
oh
phone
yeah,
as a keyboard.
I know. I do that.
Why do you
too.
need
I
a
do that too.
keyboard?
Why?
I always liked it on the 360, but I use smart.
So you
glass
can
too.
send like
Yeah, but
smartly
on the-
worded trash talk to people? Like, I don't know
Okay.
why you would need it.
The 360 didn't have smart glass though. Why am I gonna go pay $40 for a
That's
keypad
true,
when I
but
have my
Some
phone?
people may not have phones. There could be
Really?
like 12-year-olds
No,
that
no.
play COD.
The
No,
only
they
people-
still have
12-year-olds
phones.
have phones.
They have phones.
This is outrageous.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
people
I think
just
that's
don't know
cool.
that you can do that. Those are the people who are going to buy that. People that don't know you can do it on your phone.
That's
You
true.
sound
Okay.
like you're trying
Okay.
to. You sound like there's like when people ride and they send out like that one politician like, "Go calm down," and this is Taylor like, "Okay, at 12 we're gonna have a meeting," and like, "Boo," and they have like anything he brings up. Keep going.
Okay,
This is
Okay.
great.
Taylor,
This
before you
is
continue,
gold.
I have a question.
You might take over the
Are
tidbit
you
section.
already sponsored by Xbox?
Yeah.
Three
If so, how
podcasts
long?
in.
I'm not allowed to talk about
No,
that.
who makes Assassin's Creed? Ubisoft, he's sponsored by whoever makes
Yeah,
that
there's
game.
a partnership now.
Just want to say hashtag Microsoft.
Hashtag just Microsoft.
Hey, Microsoft.
Hashtag
hate this.
Microsoft Raw.
You're
I
gonna
think-
hate this.
I think, like the DVR feature coming out is pretty good.
There's like all these catches, and you gotta buy like the
That's
old
the last
hard
one.
drive.
That's the last one, I swear.
This podcast has gone off the rails. I don't even know where we
You,
are.
I sat down and I started watching the Microsoft Gamescom, so
We know,
all this
yeah.
stuff just
We've noticed.
I assume as much.
There's a
Okay.
page of notes.
No, but like I think
I can
It's
probably hear you.
It's
flipping
double-sided,
through the
guys.
Single space,
I won't read the
double-sided.
DVR thing, okay? I'll give you guys that.
No, give me the DVR thing. Come on.
Well, I think, like they say, it's a full-featured DVR functionality coming to Xbox One in 2016.
Why are you laughing?
It rolls off his tongue. He's like, memorize this. You are
Well,
playing.
Okay,
It-
Taylor,
it
did you read these aloud in a mirror?
Oh no, I swear I didn't. I wrote these down just off the top of my head. Like,
Oh, okay.
the feature's not going to require subscription, which I think that's awesome. Though, because most DVRs you got to pay and all that stuff. But
All that.
Like everything else.
you can record and you can stream it, then download onto your phone or whatever. And there's no confirmation whether or not it'll be like cable or satellite TV, which is okay because I mean most people are.
So
going
far from what
to-
I'm hearing is no, though, because wouldn't that be really difficult?
What do you mean no?
Like, how are they gonna monitor that with all the different TV networks and whatnot?
Well, I think it's just through like TV apps like you can get like on.
Because that
Xbox video
streaming
and all
part is
that.
what makes it difficult. If they're just keeping it,
You know what they'll do?
They'll but you
They'll have some sort of show that's exclusive only on
Because what
Xbox
happens if
DVR.
I have HBO and then I DVR Game of Thrones and I go and stream that out? Like that's a big no-no. So that's
I don't know how they're gonna work it. I don't know. I
They're
don't know.
not. I think this is
I
going to
don't know
be
if they'll
a
do
train
that.
wreck. I think it's a great idea, but from what I hear, it's like there's a lot of
Well,
loopholes.
a guy's got a dream, so I hope 'cause that would be awesome.
Taylor had a dream to one day record.
Well, to my main thing now.
Oh god.
Have any of you guys played Halo Wars?
Yes.
Mhm.
Have you beaten that?
No,
No.
No. How much did you play of it?
a little bit.
Enough.
Okay. Halo Wars is a game.
I like it.
It's like
a
an
great
RTS,
game.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an RTS built for like.
Finally,
Xbox. It
they're
did
coming
so
out
good
with
for
number
Xbox.
2. Hey,
Yeah.
I know it's been like gosh,
Decade
how many
or
years?
3.
It's
And
been
the trailer
7
doesn't even
years.
show anything.
It does
Yeah.
show a lot. It shows actually a lot. I played
Okay,
Halo Wars.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I can explain. I got it written all down
Okay.
here.
I think it shows enough. Yeah, detail.
How many Microsoft workers wrote the script for you, Taylor?
Yeah.
I can't say.
Can't confirm.
How many
or deny
Microsoft
that.
points did you get for writing?
Yeah, how many free copies of different games are
Did
you
you get that
getting?
shirt?
I don't get
How
the
many
points.
copies of
until-
Rise did they send you?
I don't get the points till after the podcast is aired.
You get one copy of Rise for every
With
download.
a different skin.
I need a drink of water here.
Oh, he's so flustered.
Personal purpose.
That sounds against the purpose of a bounty hunter. They kill. Those guys kill for a specific reason. And you say he's just gonna
Maybe.
fly down and kill
Well,
everybody.
maybe someone paid him to. I don't know.
Yeah, like you. Someone
Yeah.
paid you to steal this garbage. This hot garbage.
I spent a lot of time on that.
What?
That was a sick catch.
You can.
Dive bomb.
That's why.
Oh,
IHOP's
IHOPs.
International.
I have to
House
do that
of
this
Pancakes.
weekend now. We have to go to Red Lobster.
Have you guys
we
ever
go to
tried to
Red-
Dutch? I've never gone.
No,
I don't know
me
if it's
either.
worth it.
I feel like they kill people in there.
I
so it's
had
so
a bad
boring.
experience there.
Though they
Oh,
close at
What
like
is it? Let's
noon.
hear it.
Yeah, let's see this bad experience.
Yeah. He told me, he's like, I'll never eat at the Dutch again. I'm like, oh, why is that? And he's like, well, I ate there once.
Wait,
and-
who is this
Yeah, who is
person?
This is my
His
father.
dad.
Oh, okay.
He got a meal there and he paid for it, and then he tried to leave and the waitress or whatever confronted him. He's like, you didn't pay for your meal, you gotta pay for it, sir. And he's like, well, I already paid for it. And they're like, no, you gotta pay for it, you didn't pay. And so the guy like banned him, I think, from the Dutch and was not to go back, and he left, like he gave them money, he paid for it and everything, so. And he's not a thief, I know he's definitely not.
Okay,
Okay.
everyone
He could
pause.
probably go back.
Hands if you feel like Taylor's dad is telling the truth. Put them up.
I swear,
Just,
you and my
just
dad,
for the
you would
listeners,
know.
only Taylor put up his hand.
And Kirkland.
No, we weren't going to include
Oh,
Kirkland.
Kirkland.
It was like a wave.
Did you think everyone was gonna? And then
Yeah,
you did?
I felt bad for Taylor.
Someone like me, I would pay, like, if someone raised me to be this way, I'm sure that I reflect a perfect example of who they are. They would
But
pay.
you weren't there, so I mean,
Taylor rant. It just seems really fishy. Why would they ban him? Because when they went to the table, it's like, oh, he paid. Sorry, sir.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was debit or something. I don't
But
know.
you
well,
said
then they
he
have a
left.
record.
they
Yeah, and
receipt.
you said he left by the table. Now you're just.
Oh, I don't know. He just told me you pay a debit, cash, I don't know.
Anyway, now I want breakfast.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right,
moral of
folks,
the
that's
story.
over. We're gonna go to the Dutch. I don't know. Anyone else? Ever been banned from
No.
somewhere?
I got in trouble once.
Oh, once.
What did Taylor do?
He went back, kicked the door to him.
My dad paid.
I can see him sitting in a cell. My dad paid.
He has a lightsaber with him.
My dad paid.
No, it wasn't a Dutch. It was McDonald's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone's been in trouble at McDonald's.
I went to the grocery store and I bought, you know those pre-cooked chickens they got? I bought that.
You
And
took
I
it to
bought-
You brought that to McDonald's? Is
You
that
cooked
what-
it and took it to
I brought it
McDonald's.
to
Oh,
McDonald's.
you
and I
deserve this.
Well, I brought the whole chicken and I sat down at McDonald's. I had a loaf of bread with me too, and I was just making like sandwiches. I was with a friend too. We're just eating and everything, and
Well, no wonder.
this girl came over and was like, "You guys can't eat that in here." I'm like, "Oh." She didn't kick us out, but yeah, that was a good day.
What the heck?
Why were you surprised? That's two stories.
I wasn't surprised. I was expecting, something's probably gonna happen, but I want to eat here.
Why did you pick McDonald's?
I was eating chicken and McDonald's was nearby.
And wait,
You're like, I gotta eat this chicken ASAP.
hang on. And you said bread, so it was just bread and chicken?
Yeah.
Not like butter?
Just bread and
Just
chicken.
bread and chicken? Oh my god.
So can I help
You can't
you
call it
all?
a sandwich, Taylor.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Oh.
You the outro too, yeah.
This is what we're doing right now. Yeah, we're just gonna be like, well, that was fun.
Okay.
Even though we didn't watch it. Well, that was fun.
What a great time.
Oh yeah.
Looking back to all of our blunders and great moments.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's a great thing. That's what you want people to see is all your mistakes out there. But what if you were to sum up your experience so far of podcasting from when did we start? July
We started,
2015?
I think August.
It's July or August?
Late July, August.
Yeah. What has been your experience up until then to now? Like, how's
Man,
it been?
I just am so excited for every week to
Yeah.
come by. I just love it so much.
Yeah.
All the specials that we're doing now too, like it's just
Mhm.
growing and growing.
Yeah, I'll second that. Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, to me, like, to be honest, there's been times where it's been stressful when you're planning stuff out, and especially before when I was trying to make sure we had enough space for certain episodes, this and that. But, like, once you sit down in front of the mic, it's lots of fun. Like, it's a good time. Like, we're all very good friends, so that's a good time. It's been lots of fun. It's been good, like, not to be, like, cocky, but it's been good to get the nice flow of it as you continue to
for
go
sure.
along, because those first few ones, I don't think they were brutal or anything, but it definitely was harder because it's just you're not used to being recorded, you're not used to timing stuff. Like, we joked about, like, just having transitions, and I said, oh, we're not going to have transition, but now we transition all the time, but at least we make a good joke of it. We're not Mr. Cheesy.
We don't take
news
ourselves
guy.
too seriously.
Yeah,
It's still
exactly.
Just a group of friends hanging out, really.
Yeah, and exactly. And yeah, if you're still new to this podcast, or you might just click because you saw bloopers and you just want to watch people or listen to people fail, then yeah, no, that's just what this podcast, we've always tried to make it been about. It's just like, if we're regularly talking and it's putting a conversation, maybe we don't make cheesy transitions in our actual real life conversations, but most of the time, like, this is how we do talk to each other. Like, anytime we actually get in, like, these, like, little arguments about characters too, like, that happens all the time. So it's been lots of fun, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the future, and yeah, and same thing, anybody out there that has a group of friends, and if you like what we're doing, like, try it. Like, it's been lots of fun for us, and it's a good outlet, whether you do half an hour, 2 hours, whatever it be. So it's been a fun, like, what is it, 6 months?
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
so half a year, but we're going in the new year, or we're in the new year. So I'm very excited for what's to come, and yeah, thank you anybody that's been listening and whatnot. It's been fun. We're trying to always put out the best content as possible, something entertaining for everybody.
And hopefully some informative news.
Exactly. We try to inform, try to be a little, decisive, and like make you learn something that you haven't learned before. So you want to give us the Facebook plug, as Taylor is not here.
Whoa!
He's probably getting
You have to start with a
2016
big well.
tattooed on his chest or something.
He's had a lot of tattoos. Is there any of those in the episode? Tattoos? Tattoo jokes?
There's too many to hunt down. There's too many. I know the
Perfect.
first one, but like we've made that joke too many times.
Alright, well, it's pretty simple. Well, you just go to Facebook.
Taylor makes it a lot not
Sign
simple.
into Facebook using your email and password, and then hit the search bar, type in GeekVerse Podcast. You will find us there.
Capital letters.
Yeah, sure.
With the G and the V and the P.
And everything.
No, not everything. I don't know if you search everything. We'd probably still come up, but I don't know for a fact.
How about Twitter?
On Twitter, you can find us at GeekVerseCast, or weekly news and updates about our shows and about all the other weekly goings on in the geek universe, which is just a bunch of geek news going on. You can subscribe to us and listen on iTunes. Please rate and review us there. Definitely subscribe because, like I said, we're not going to make any announcements yet. But in 2016, we're already in 2016, but like we got a lot of stuff coming.
A
that
lot
will
of things
be
planned,
yeah, exactly. Some stuff we might announce ahead. Some stuff might drop. We might talk about later on the GeekVerse. But
And subscribing puts it right there.
exactly, it just
Downloaded
pops
for you.
up, boom, and it's there. So. And then you can find us on SoundCloud. That's been lots of fun.
Our new host.
Yeah, we got lots of playlists. We got all the Star Wars commentaries and playlists. We got all the specials. We're gonna have a section for all the GeekVerses soon. So like anytime, if you don't want to listen just to the weekly episode, we got all these themed episodes. So yeah, we're a rocking and rolling. So thank you everyone for listening and have a happy New Year's, and we'll.
Hashtag save Hannibal.
Yeah, always hashtag save Hannibal.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Bye. Perfect. Done.
Cool beans.